Hmm.
Good evening. Happy Thursday. Fucking
Maybe for you.
yeah, you usually have the day off, don't you?
Yep.
Hopefully it'll stop
No.
raining. I'm getting tired of the rain.
Was it raining out there?
It's been on and on. Well, it looks like it. It was pretty dark about half an hour ago, but the sun's look like it's trying to come out. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sitting here having chips and salsa. Chips and salsa. Mm.
So I don't know if we're going to be joined. I sent the link out, so people are welcome to join. They know that. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just got to mention, did you? Hi, Tom. Do you know about, have you ever tried Tubi?
Yep. I signed up.
Why didn't you tell me about Tubi?
I did.
When?
I did. Long time. A couple of months back, I told you about Tubi. I said it's another streaming service. It's free, and it's got a lot of movies on it, just like Vudu.
Yeah, well, you didn't tell me it had a lot of fucking classic. I mean, I was just surfing through that the other day. Well, the reason I found it, how I found it, okay, whether you told me about it a couple of days ago or not.
No, it was a couple of months ago.
Anyway, I found it because of Fear fans. And I couldn't believe how many classic horror movies, how many 80s movies were on there. Like, ones that you would really want to see, especially those date movies and stuff,
But like Pretty in Pink?
Well, it had just about every movie, I think, of the Brat Pack on there.
Pickup Artist? 16 Candles?
And then, but it had all those cult classics, the old TV shows, and
yeah.
Oh, this is getting worse.
What?
Well, I told you last year.
Oh, yeah.
Last year after that mini stroke, I've had drooling issues, and it's just really bad today. And I didn't, this is really annoying.
Well,
yeah.
I know what.
Back in that time, I was just looking for something. God damn it!
I did not damn it. It's those little pesky beavers I made. They damned it.
See if I can do this right. Okay. Okay. But I was searching, I did a lot of searches on YouTube for some of their free movies with ads. And watching on Tubi is not so bad because their ads tend to be pretty short.
Oh, bless me.
You pig.
Yes, I am when it comes to this.
What is that? Lewis?
Salsa, man.
Oh, salsa. I see now.
Salsa? Eat cheeks.
Hurricane Katrina, more like Hurricane Tortilla. Sorry, that was an old Vine. That was popped up in my head a couple times, man.
Yeah.
I'm having a hell of a day today.
Me too.
It's a bitch getting old.
Well, I mean, that's kind of related to my day.
Well, I can't stop drooling. I can't.
But well, stop looking at me, man.
No, yeah, it's gotten worse since I had those mini strokes last year, and it's been getting worse.
Well, I'm sure there's
Yeah.
something that can be done about that if it continues. I'm sure there's
We just gave him a feed bucket that doesn't have holes in it and put it under a catch call.
there you go. No, but I'm sure there's some medication or something to help prevent.
I don't need no medication.
It's
I don't take
possible.
that shit. I got too much for my heart as it is.
No. I mean, the only other option would be having a sponge in your mouth, and then nobody'd
Yeah,
understand you.
No.
You wouldn't even be. You'd be like,
Yeah,
"Whoa."
The whole thing is it sucks because this is all new to see him this way for me.
So, what are we going to talk about?
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
80s stuff. There we go. Starting point.
We're always 80s, 70s.
I'm going to have
Hey,
to watch.
actually, here's one for you. On my travels and on my routes, I go through a town over in Iowa called Fort Dodge.
Fort Dodge.
Fort Dodge.
Okay.
And they have a radio station there. It's called 1059 The Beach.
The beach?
Yep.
Or the beach?
The Beach. This radio station plays everything from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And it's a really cool fucking station.
Yeah, well, the old station does that now here.
Oh
Which one?
man, I'll tell you what. Like about 15 years ago,
Here
when
we go.
we still had an oldies station going on, it has now become a station, a different station altogether, and they play 80s and 90s, some 70s. But when it used to be the oldies station, I turned it on one time, and no lie, Motley Crue was playing. I said, "Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me?"
Well, that's just it. I mean, all right, the same station, 94.9 WOLX, has always been the oldies channel for the Madison, Wisconsin area. Always. All right, I'm talking way back when I was a kid, even, and,
Which one, 94.9?
oh, fuck you. Yeah, 94.9. So they were playing all those songs that my mom used to listen to when she was a kid. The songs from the 50s and the 60s. And then all of a sudden, just one day, because I started listening to other radio stations, I don't know when it happened, but like you, I turned on that oldies station. The next thing, and they're still claiming to be the oldies channel, the best oldies channel in the Madison area. Now they're playing 60s, 70s, and 80s music, and sometimes 90s.
Oh my god! Yeah, I don't like this getting old shit. I want to.
Yeah.
Darren's here.
Yeah, wait until you get in an elevator somewhere in one of the big cities and
the elevator
music's playing.
you're singing along with it.
Yep. No longer James Taylor type things, but now stuff from our youth.
Yeah.
I mean, I sit there and I listen to some of these songs and I'm going, God, I remember when that song first hit the radio waves.
Man, I was getting my first handy during this thing.
Yeah.
Damn. Doesn't matter. It was me, but still, Darren listens to Wobble. Why do all radio stations start with W's?
Not all of them.
All the ones I hear. WMGK,
There's
WOGL.
There's K. They start with a W or a K, and I think it depends on the region.
World.
Well, I don't know. Back in Well, no, that was actually a W because they had call letters.
WKRP in Cincinnati is
No, I'm not talking about I was talking about Z104.
yeah,
But they were
that's
like WZM something.
oh, that was weird.
Baby, if you ever wonder.
I actually lost
Wonder.
internet for like a
Yeah.
split second.
You know, that was one of my favorite songs to listen to as far as TV themes went.
Oh man, last night
That one
I sat
and
and
Welcome
watched.
Back, Cotta.
I sat and watched 100 theme songs from the 80s, and I only didn't get like 3 of them because I didn't watch it, so I didn't know. But there were ones I didn't watch that I did know. But it was 100 of them. I said, "Get the hell out of here! I'm not." And then I started playing it. I said, "I'll start watching it," and I watched it till the end. It was like 20-some minutes long.
Wow.
They only played like a few seconds. And as soon as each one's starting, I'm like, oh, this, that. Come on, give me something hard. And then they played some stupid cartoon I didn't watch. I mean, there was cartoons in there too, but there, some couple stupid cartoons I didn't watch. I'm like,
Did you ever, either one of you, listen to the full version, not the TV version, the full version of the Cheers theme?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They actually played it on the radio.
Did you actually listen to the lyrics though?
Probably not, because I probably went, I don't know this part.
It's got some kind of crazy kind of lyrics. And I can see why parts of that song was not put on TV.
Especially back then.
Yes, especially back then.
But they could play it on the radio.
Censorships were pretty strict.
And Darren listens to a lot of radio stations.
Yeah, I only listen to the one now. I listen to the oldies channel.
WVBO 1039.
And the other one, speaking of WKRP in Cincinnati, how many of the different names can you remember that Dr. Johnny Fever was called in his radio career? I can tell you one of them, but they were on a coffee mug.
Oh.
During some of those episodes, he had a coffee mug, and it had all the names that he supposedly used during his character's radio career.
I don't remember him using different names. It's been that long since I've watched it. I haven't watched it since it was on. Never went back and rewatched. So I was a little young.
But
Yeah,
one of them,
it's been a long time since I've seen it.
he had quite a few of them for a DJ.
Let's see.
And then the other one, what was the other one's name? Venus Flytrap.
Yeah. It was funny.
Dr. Johnny Fever and Venus Flytrap.
Johnny Duke, Johnny Style, Johnny Cool, Johnny Midnight, and even Heavy Early.
I thought there was more than that.
Oh, there's more. It says he used many of them, including those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember him using them. And then Les Nessman. Right, that was
Herb Tulloch, or whatever his name was. God, there was a guy that he'd be the one you would try to avoid at a used car shop. You know, the salesperson, the salesperson you'd want to avoid if you went to a car lot.
he wore those like polyester suits and shit on it. like he raided Mike Brady's wardrobe or something and just took the rejects.
Oh, his mama dressed him in Granimals, but he didn't like matching tags, so. It's just amazing. You know, I'm glad that's the only part. That's the only part I don't miss. Is some of those clothes that our parents made us wear.
Oh God, There's pictures, and they will never surface.
Never
on the
be
internet.
seen.
Osh
Yeah.
gosh begosh, Granimals.
We used to have a guy that my grandparents and my mom used. We called him Harry the Hat. He always had like the same hat on all the time, but he drove around in a van, and his entire van was rigged up with racks of clothes, and he would sell clothes. And you'd have a little card, like you didn't have to pay right then; you could pay in installments, and he'd come by every week and stuff like that. But man, the clothes he had, oh my lord! And my mom bought them, and I had to wear them. Was not good.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like it's even worse when your mother has no taste in clothing to begin with.
There is
You
one of
want
those.
a jacket, you get a jean jacket, and she's like, "Oh, you got a jean jacket?" No, that's not what I want. But she bought you a jean jacket, but it happens to be one of those Granimal things, and on the back of it is a big embroidery picture of a deer. and it's not even blue, it's kind of like sky blue.
When I was about a year old, I guess,
Polaroids were the worst.
my mom went to Sears to get one of those portraits taken. Those portraits that turned pink a little bit over the years.
Yep.
And it's me, her, and my two sisters. I'm there on her lap wearing a suit that has strawberries all over it. Yeah. I don't know what she was thinking. It's like, did you want another girl? I mean, maybe that's why I grew my hair long. Maybe it was some kind of mental thing.
Yeah, well, I could see that happening. I mean, my mom was the type that you talk about growing your hair long. My mom was the type that she didn't take us too often to get our hair cut. All right.
Okay.
When she did, it was this old man that was probably like 100 years old at the barber shop to cut our hair. And it's almost like you put a hole, they call it a bowl cut.
Oh, jeez.
The bowl goes over the head and then they just shave you.
Why, you numbskull?
Right. And I think that's part of the reason that over time I refuse to get my hair cut. I'll only do it for certain occasions or whatever. I'll get my hair cut short because I know it'll grow back fast. But
I proved that. I grew mine in a year and a half.
It's just got to be a very special occasion for me to, I think my wife pointed out the last time I did it, it was something that and it was important because Mark and I was involved in trying to get some money from DVR. We've gone through the process of convincing these suits, turning most of them on our side. We just had a couple of turnouts. So it's like, okay, I'm going to go out and buy a suit, cut my hair nice and short and stuff, and I'll go back in there again. Well, every time they asked questions, we had the answers.
Had a picture in my mind of that song Signs, and I took off my hat and said, imagine that.
Yeah.
Me, looking for you.
Sorry, it was a random thought. It was why.
Random thought.
Yeah, I have many squirrel moments.
So
if you haven't realized that,
in the original of that song, did they say mucking up the scenery or fucking up the scenery?
they don't say fucking up. That was Tesla that did that. I'm pretty sure.
So it'd be mucking up the scenery.
Yeah, I think Tesla made two versions too.
Fucking up's better.
Yeah. Tesla made two versions. They had the radio friendly and the not radio friendly. And when I listen to it on my Pandora, it's the not radio friendly. Because I always have a hairband station playing when I'm out there mowing at one of the parks or something. I just got my earbuds in and just mowing away. And that's one of the songs that comes up every day. It's like there were multiple hairband songs, yet I always hear the same one. Okay, it gets me through mowing.
You got to do it because it's through the mowing.
The sound of that mower will drive you crazy.
Yeah, it will.
And I was mowing all day today. Well, pretty much all week. I've been mowing all day. Just one park.
I wish that they had things, back. I was still in high school. I was part of a youth works program, so you had to get the work permit and all that shit, right? And I wanted more than just paper route. All right, so I joined the youth work program, and they got me a job working for the Oregon Parks Department. So, but I wish they had the little like MP3 players and the technology we have, so that you can put that little tiny thing in your pocket or your shirt pocket and have the little earbuds in. No, big fucking Walkman, and if you want special tapes, well, you're gonna have to carry around a bunch of cassette tapes with you.
Yep, either that or make a mixtape the night before and get it on both sides, so you can at least have like an hour and a half and then flip it.
Yep, exactly. And
Kate says I look sun-kissed.
Hi, Kate.
Just a little. Funny that Kate is on here. I am kicking around the idea of maybe doing an earlier golf fit session today.
Today?
Yeah, I made a new thumbnail for it. Not much different, but a little different.
Did you like my songs, by the way?
I did. I thought they were funny.
I couldn't help myself.
I told you it's addictive once you start doing that.
It is.
I made songs for my channel. I made songs for me and Dom's show, which we haven't really come to agreement on one for that. I made them for BB3. I made one for Taryn over at the Paranormal Brew. I made it like a boy band style song about the Paranormal Brew.
Oh.
Because she likes New Kids on the Block. So,
New what?
New Kids on the Block.
You mean Old Kids on the Block?
Yeah.
I mean, by now, think about when they came out.
Yeah, that was
kids were
90 or 91.
Yeah, and my kids were listening. I mean, my daughters were going all, goo-goo over them, and what was the other one? There was a couple of them boys bands.
98 Degrees and NSYNC.
NSYNC.
Well, I actually got to somewhat meet Joey Fatone in person once.
Yeah, I got to give I do the thing about
Joey
music.
Fat One.
There was I don't. Mark knows this because I don't usually watch football. But when the Super Bowl happens and it sounds like it's going to be I'll make sure I'm there for the halftime show or on TV. All right. Now this one year they had Aerosmith on there, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, and NSYNC. Okay. and Nelly, right? They came out and they sung that song, Walk This Way.
No, I would not want to hear all them singing that.
Oh, wait, though. They did a really good job except for that fucker Nelly. He fucked it all up. He totally destroyed that song. He didn't even sing any of the lyrics. He just something he made up and he rapped it all out and you could barely understand him.
I mean, if they were going to add rap into it, then they should have at least done the version of the song where Run DMC was in it.
Right. That's what
that was actually a good version.
That's why I was wondering why the fuck they didn't have Run DMC out there with him.
Well, one of them's dead now.
Yeah, but back then they were both still around, I think. Back when that Super Bowl happened. I mean, Britney Spears and NSYNC, they were at the prime of their career, at the very early start of it.
Like I think that Britney would be a fun person to hang out with and party, but I don't like her as a singer. It's not my style of music. You know, I don't know.
Well, everybody has their own style of music.
Yeah,
Well, I like all kinds of music. It's just
I do. I just hers.
just that you know, they take this. I mean, you got all these younger generations on the stage on one big massive stage because you're doing the Super Bowl halftime show, right? With some rock legends. All right.
who are whores that will do anything.
Well, whatever, but still, you
No,
know,
they're good.
Aerosmith is kind of rock legends, right? Classic
Yeah.
rock legends, right? They've been around a long time. Why would you sit there and fuck that up like that? That's what I don't understand.
I have
You
no
know,
idea.
but I mean, I've got it on my hard drive, but it's one of those things that you can find it on YouTube. It's just one of
I'm
those
sure.
things. It's really good. I mean, NSYNC, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, you know, and all of them, it kind of went well together until that moment that Nelly came out.
Tell me why.
No.
I was reading Kate's comment. But like speaking of Aerosmith, what the hell happened to Steven Tyler back in the 70s that he went from having the normal voice that he did to all of a sudden having that like there was some transition that he sang most of his songs in a normal voice and then all of it in that scratchy voice that we all came to know and love. What the hell happened?
Somebody stepped on his nuts.
Did he deep throat somebody or like
Oh, maybe that's it. He took a shot to the throat.
I'm gonna throat punch you with my penis?
I don't know, but I do know that guy's voice is insured for quite a pretty penny.
Oof. I don't know how you can insure a voice. That's weird.
I'm still trying to figure out that. I was reading an article, and it was a real news article, and they were talking about how Steven Tyler's voice was insured for so many millions of dollars. You know, I guess if he gets laryngitis or something on a tour, you know, or some shit happens while he's on tour, then they pay off the tickets or something.
Or if something happens to him, like what happened to Bon Jovi, like where he had to actually get surgery to be able to sing again. Because if you went and saw any Bon Jovi concert in like say 10 years ago, oh my God, he sucked. I mean, it was great that you were there and you were hearing the Bon Jovis. If you like Bon Jovi, it was cool. But he just the whole time I kept going, oh my God.
It wasn't the same.
And he could not get those high pitches at all. He didn't even try. It was bad. But then I just watched the thing on what is it on Hulu, where it's like 4 episodes of like just the history of the band and how they came to be and what happened to them, why Richie Sambora left, and then leading up to John losing his voice and having to get the surgery. And then it just leaves it open because they're still touring. So
you know that brings up a point too. You brought up those shows like that, and there's plenty of them that talk just about how the band started, how they got together, how they became friends or whatever, and you know what led to the breakup and so on and so forth. Why the hell didn't MTV go that route instead of this real world crap?
I mean, the real world was all right in the beginning. But they were still, the reality shit got out of hand. I mean, MTV, it shouldn't even be called MTV anymore.
Yeah,
is it even still a channel? I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I haven't looked.
They got like 3 or 4 channels now.
They play nothing but reruns of ridiculousness.
And well, VH1 went to hell too, but see, but they're still called VH1, and it's like, motherfuckers, you have nothing to do with the shit that you started with anymore.
VH1 is Video Hits 1.
Yeah, and it's
MTV is music television.
What about Much Music?
And VH1 is a lot of reality crap too.
That's bullshit.
Well,
I hate reality TV. I personally think that all reality TV is the beginning of the dumbing down of America. We're going to become like that movie. What was it? Idiocracy. We're all going to be like that. And it's all going to be because of reality TV.
Well, I think that also ruined a lot of people's lives as well. I mean, having those cameras follow you around 24/7 just to make money. Did you really think that out?
No,
About what
because they're
that
getting the
meant?
ratings. That's all they care about is the ratings. Because the mind
Well,
is
yeah, that's all
grown.
the directors and the producers of the shows are the ratings and the money.
Yeah.
They don't care about the actors or the people's lives that get destroyed in the process of making these reality shows.
Yep.
And it really sucks, because if you want to make a reality show, just continue to make the fucking documentaries and put it out as a documentary. Fuck
That's-
this reality crap.
That's hot. Kate said, I think Paris Hilton ruined a generation. I said, that's hot. That was her little catchphrase. It wasn't just her, though. It was all of them. It was.
Well, I think they deserve. I think they had.
No, keeping the Kardashians is
Oh
one that
my
really-
God! Don't even get me started on them.
I do gotta say that one with Paris Hilton and
Nicole Richie.
Richie, where they had to go out and get like blue collar jobs or less, whatever. I think that was a fucking joke.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really wanted them to learn that kind of shit, man, you needed to take away, all kinds of shit from them rich little bitches.
The worst show of them all
Spoiled little bitches they were.
was that Jersey Shore show with that dude with the hair that goes straight up, and they're all just. I hate that guy so much. And me and Stephanie, we went. Was it for my birthday? It might have been for my birthday. We went to Atlantic City and we stayed at the Hard Rock. And when we go into the Hard Rock, I see a bunch of Chippendales standing there. I'm like, what the hell are the Chippendales doing here? What's going on? Apparently, that dude that I don't like had a thing going on with them. And I was like, oh God, I can't believe they're in the same hotel. And then we go out and it's late at night, like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. We're in the casinos. We're playing at individual machines. And then all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see this crowd go by. And I'm looking at it. It's a whole entourage. And then I see people walking backwards with cameras. And then I see that douchebag. And then entourage behind him and cameras behind them. I'm like, come on, man. Get out of here. I don't want you where I am, man. I don't like you. You're a douchebag. I'm sorry. I can't. But I had the privilege. And then right after we go there, we have a chain of convenience stores here in a lot of the East Coast called Wawa. And
Wawa.
Wawa. It comes from Wawa, Pennsylvania. And they just recently at that time started making pizzas. So you could go in there and order pizzas, whole pizzas. And him and all the other douchebags from the Jersey Shore are doing the commercials for him on TV. I'm like, come on. I had to see him in person. Now I come home and I got to see him again. Come on, man. And it was a YouTube commercial too. So, of course, I saw it. And it was a non-skippable.
Of course. Well, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you can't skip the commercials.
Yeah, I know. I hate when you go to that This Is Towns World channel. You go to watch a video and you have to sit there and watch this commercial. I like it when people have to watch a commercial.
Yeah, suppose you do.
Yeah. I get paid for that. I get paid cents for that.
Sense.
Cents.
So you're getting smarter as time goes on.
That's, one can hope. We can dream. You don't like Nicolas Cage in that way?
You don't like Nicolas Cage in any way. I don't know.
I don't know. There's
about that one.
some of his movies I like. I like Face Off is a great movie. But he did this obscure
On air.
horror movie called Vampire's Kiss. Oh my God, that was hysterically bad. Hysterically bad.
That was a bad movie.
But I will still watch it when it comes on just because.
Yeah, but some of them are just, they're bad movies, but you just can't help to keep watching them. Especially when it's supposed to be like horror movies or
Oh yeah.
they're like a horror and comedy all in one.
Well, Vampire's Kiss is one of them he did. But he also did another one where it's on Amazon, Renfield or something like that.
Oh, Rent. Yeah, that was like Dracula's little lackey that he never really made a full vampire. I remember Bill Cosby used to do an impression of whoever it was that played Renfield in the old movies. I don't know who it was that played him back in the day, but
I don't either. I can't think of it, but I remember the laugh.
I do laugh impressions too, apparently. Man, I had my my coworker, speaking of the impressions, I had him like cracking up the other day because he was talking about how for his daughter's first birthday party, which she's like an adult now, he said he had to dress up in a Scooby-Doo outfit. And we were just talking about that. And I was like Zoink Scoop. I can't get it today. Been out in the sun. Like Zoink Scoop. Let's go check out the fridge. And he just was like cracking up. He's like, dude, you should have been there. You could have been Shaggy. I said, yeah, well, I don't have the ability to unhinge my jaw to eat a sandwich this big. So,
Well, I wanted to bring something up when we were talking about Scooby on Fear Fans, but I didn't think it was really that appropriate. But it's kind of funny. You got to think about when that was made, that how all those cartoons, especially like people don't realize how Scooby-Doo was actually made for adults.
oh, yeah.
I mean, you got to realize they're two hippies. Or they're all a bunch of, hippie types or yuppies or whatever you want to call them back in that day. But Scooby and Shaggy are definitely pot smoking hippies.
Well, at least
Yep.
Shaggy
I
is.
mean, they've constantly got the fucking munchies, for Christ's sake. If that isn't a reference to being stoned, I don't know what is. You know, the way those two put away the food,
Yeah.
and not to mention that van.
Oh. You know,
The
they
Mystery
needed to shag
Machine?
carpeting in there, you know?
I mean, they probably all did. What's her name in the back seat? Or in
You know
the
what I
back?
never understood? When they showed the front
Velma?
of the van,
Yeah.
when they showed to the front of the
'Cause
van,
the
you
other
saw
one's too much
Fred.
crude.
You saw Fred and Daphne in the front seat, and everybody else was right up against the back of the front seats. You had a whole van back there. Why are
Right.
you right up against the damn seats? Like, let's go back to the van in the back.
But then you got Scooby, you got those two that are pot smokers. But then here's the biggest ones that probably in our generation, especially during the 70s, and these things were rerun into the 80s too. There was two guys that probably made more drug references in their shows than anybody else.
Hey,
No.
Ray, I know who you're talking about.
Sid and Marty Krofft.
Oh, never mind. HR puffing stuff.
Yep.
Let me put it to you this way: the stuff that those two came up with,
Oh my God.
puff and stuff. So, some of the others.
Sigmund and the Sea Monster or
I
something
said
like
that Sigmund and Sea Monster. There's a couple other ones. I mean, just that alone could tell me that those two had to be on something. They had to be high.
Well,
Especially HR Puff and stuff.
I watched a documentary on those two dudes and all their shows. You know, they created, like, what was it? Land of the Lost was another one they created. But a lot of theirs were about not smoking pot as much as it was the hallucinogenics, like mushrooms and acid.
I'm looking at some of the shows they made. One of them's called Far Out Space Nuts.
Yeah, that was a great show, though.
Hey, weren't they not the ones that came up with the Bugaloos?
The Bugaloos, yeah.
Let's see. I see HR Puff and stuff, Lidsville, Mutt and stuff, the Bugaloos, Sigmund and the Sea Monster, The Croft Super Show, Land of the Lost Saucer, Far Out Space Nuts, Electra Woman and Dyna Girl,
Yep.
That was a
Steve
good one, too.
Follies, the Brady Bunch Hour. Oh no. Oh, the Banana Splits. Oh yeah, I
Yup.
guess that makes sense.
And it splits.
Donnie and Marie, the Patti LaBelle Show.
Yeah, but wait a minute. What about Lidsville?
That was up there. Lidsville. That was the second
That
one.
was where you had a bunch of characters walking around with large fucking hats. It was one of the goofiest fucking shows they had.
We did have some pretty weird stuff back in the 70s and 80s, I will say. In hindsight, back then it seemed normal.
Wonderbug was like Speed Buggy in a way. You had Wonderbug and
Zoom, zoom,
Speed
zoom.
Buggy.
See, most people in my generation, they got to know a lot of the older Hanna-Barbera and stuff characters, like from the what they do, the Laugh Olympics.
Yep.
And that's how we got to know a lot of them. And then you know, of course, I knew most of them, but that's because I had no life and I watched TV all the time, which is why I know how to do all the trivia for shows from the 60s, 70s, 80s. Then in the 90s, I went out and partied, so wasn't really watching TV.
Yeah, I wasn't. I stopped watching TV about the time my senior year.
Then the internet came along, and I just would rather watch that. Even back in the days of dial-up, where you had to wait for a video to load for a half hour before you could watch a 5-minute video.
Shit, you're talking 2-3 hours.
Welcome. You've got mail.
I mean, back then it would take that just it would take a hell of a long time just to download a picture.
Yeah, it did it line by line.
On dial-up modems.
Yeah, that was my Gateway 2000.
I think I still have one somewhere.
We got rid of our
Believe
Gateway.
it or not, I might have one laying around in the garage.
I believe it.
I know I got a lot of computer parts and stuff out there. They're probably all junk by now. Thank God all the hard drives are in here, though.
You just have to download them onto a new hard drive and destroy them.
Oh, I just
Drill holes in them, soak them in friggin' bleach.
I've got things I just keep them for storage devices.
I mean,
Mark and I both got a couple of devices that we can put old hard drives in and just read them directly.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Use them.
my son
on
has
the
them.
computer. Docking stations.
Yep, my son has some of them. He that's how he helped me out a couple times.
You can actually still get them too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They
That's
actually
still around.
still sell that same one on Amazon. Fucking legs cramping.
Well, then don't lean on your fucking leg. Lean on the other one.
No, I'm waiting.
His fucking leg. Yeah.
We got about a week. Janet made this comment. You know about Saturday morning cartoons. You ever hear of MeTV?
Yeah.
All right. They're coming out with a channel called MeToons.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
It's
They had
supposed to start on the 15th of this month, if I remember right.
They were doing the cartoon show there.
And they're doing all the cartoons, and they've even got it so that they're doing like a Saturday morning cartoon lineup. And I mean, you've got things like Mighty Mouse. I saw their like a thing of their schedule.
My dad watches MeTV every Saturday night. He watches the Stooges, and then he watches Svengoolie. I'm actually friends with the guy that plays Svengoolie on Facebook, but not friends. Like I follow him, kind of. Richard Kaz, I think his name is.
Oh. Damn it.
But he's always showing like old like horror movies or whatever, or it might be like Godzilla or something like that. Or yo, Dom's in the house. Dom, you got the link if you want to join. Oh, you might be still coming home. Yeah, MeTV is cool. They got some good shows on there.
I was trying to find.
Gunsmoke plays on there too. That's a good show.
I swear I shared or saved that link to that. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
It might be, or it might not be.
But
To
they
be-
had a list of
Okay.
everything. They had a good list though that was coming out on their Me Tunes channel, and it's like, oh my god, talk about. And I can't find that list.
Man, if they did like 80s Saturday morning cartoons, that would be awesome.
It is. It's all like the 70s and 80s cartoons.
That would be awesome.
Every,
Because that was
you know, they've got a weekday schedule lined up and Saturday and Sunday morning cartoons line up. They showed like a schedule, and it's like, oh my fucking god.
I used to love all the Saturday morning. Like I would look so forward to so many of them, and then one of them that played in that video I watched last night with the intros was Dungeons and Dragons. I fucking loved that cartoon. That was awesome. And I mean, yeah, I was a nerd and I played Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. Yep, that was a good cartoon.
But, yeah, Donnie Most did a voice in there. Ralph
so
Mouse.
Then
Ralph
you
Whoops.
you would probably like animation.
Yeah.
Anime.
Anime's all right. I remember them things.
Yeah.
Click it, man, click it.
Some of them, you just had to turn them upside down.
You click it and they're naked. I remember that.
There
I
was some,
remember some of the kids would have it in school.
Yeah.
Oh Christ, Donnie.
There's
Donnie
the
Brady Bugaloos.
there's the Bugaloos. That's how you pock people back in the 80s.
Yeah. Well, you had to get past that.
Well, there was no caller ID either.
Yeah. The Gong
But,
Show.
yeah.
And we'll be right back with some more stuff right after this.
You remember that guy? Those guys?
Time for timer. Time for timer.
I love those commercials. They were so much. They were about as classic as Schoolhouse Rock was.
He looked
back
like
then.
Pac-Man with arms and legs.
Does anybody know what he was supposed to be?
I don't know. How did he poop?
Mm.
How did he pee? He's not wearing pants. You can see everything. I still have some of them in the basement.
Do ya?
You anchor for a hunk of cheese.
Anchor for
That's
a
right.
hunk of cheese.
Yeah.
Night shift.
This
Strange brew.
movie-
Take off,
movie
eh?
was done in 3B. 3 beers, and it looks good, eh?
Take off, eh?
But there was one.
Oh, wait. There we are.
Hi.
I was trying to find the one I went to. Oh,
Game Genie. Yeah, I had that. I looked up every code I could find. There was no internet then, so
yeah. You had to have the magazines.
Nintendo Power.
Nintendo Power or some other gaming magazine.
I was subscribed for like 2 years.
I saw
Zoltar.
one of those. I actually saw a Zoltar machine not long ago.
Hmm.
I've got pictures of it.
Did you wish to be younger?
No,
War games. Global
thermonuclear
war.
war.
How about a nice game of chess?
Want to play a game? All right, where's
Shit.
that?
Right turn, Clyde.
It's got to be coming.
I
up.
just saw Dom.
Want to play a game?
There you go.
Wow.
Tic
Wow.
tac toe.
Well, I see Octopus's Garden. That's prevalent.
There
Well,
you go.
there you go. It's better. It's bigger, but that's
All
what
right.
she said.
All right. See how many you can name. There's 39.
Yeah, oh Christ.
39.
I have to make my
39
screen full
Beatles
screen.
songs.
I had to make mine full screen just to be able to see it all.
There's the Yellow Submarine.
Oh yeah, Yellow Submarine, Octopus's Garden. I Am the Walrus. Jeez, this is so busy. It's hard.
I thought Mark could get more.
Surprised there's not somebody
Can you
dragging
name
it.
them?
Dragging
Oh,
it.
no. I was really never into bug music.
Beatles, all right.
The Beatles were good. They had some decent stuff. It's just
You know,
I liked other stuff too.
I like some of their songs, but I never listened to them enough to be able to pick out stuff from here.
Oh wait, is there a meter maid? There is a meter maid, isn't there? Isn't that the chick over by the ladder? Rita Meter Maid. At this point, I'm just trying to think of songs and see if there's anything that coincides with it.
Mm-hmm. Eleanor Ripley. What was that one out in there?
Eleanor Rigby.
Yeah, Eleanor Ripley.
I keep looking at the very top in the middle, and it looks like a pair of green boobs, like a bra or something.
Right here.
Yeah, it's like a green bra.
Couldn't tell you.
And I can't read the sign.
Oh, I guess that's just too tough for everybody.
Yeah, it is. It's too busy.
There are better pictures. I don't have them saved, but I've seen better ones. It's like, can you name the 80s movies that are in here? You know?
Janet got one. I Want to Hold Your Hand. I did see two people running holding hands. So that was probably that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Here Comes the Sun.
Oh,
Would be
yeah.
another one.
Which everybody, including myself, always thinks it was George Harrison on his own. But no, it was the Beatles.
Yeah,
So you just always assume.
It was all part of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album.
Yep. I have that somewhere over in my dad's room. Most of the Beatles albums. But I agree, it was too small to see, and that's what she said.
And that's what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said. See,
She did. She did. I saw her. She said it.
she did.
See?
See?
It's too small to see.
Mark, why don't you
five
find
words guys
something
don't want
to
to
do?
hear.
Find
What?
something for a quiz. Why don't you find something for a quiz?
I
See
don't
if I
know.
can get this under control here.
What are you trying to control?
The world.
Trying to stop having to wipe my mouth every 5 seconds.
Woke up, got out of bed, dragged a comb across my head.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. There was something about the Beatles that I just couldn't get into the music. You know, I liked a few of their songs. My stepmother was big into them, so I was kind of forced to listen to them a bit. But after Paul McCartney went solo, and then not with the Wings, like solo, he came out with some really good songs that I like.
And the song he did with Michael Jackson wasn't bad. The Say, that was pretty good.
She's Mine.
Yeah.
The Girl Is Mine. I like that one. Or he did the one with Stevie Wonder, Ebony and Ivory.
Yep. That reminds me of an SNL bit.
I can come up with more Paul McCartney songs than Beatles songs.
That reminds me of an SNL bit with Eddie Murphy and Joe Piscopo. They were playing Frank Sinatra and Stevie Wonder, and Frank Sinatra wanted to recreate what Paul McCartney did with Stevie Wonder. And he's,
Oh, I remember.
I am white. Wait, you are black. I am white. Life's a big apple pie. Let's take a bite. That was groovy. Thinking Lincoln when you set them free.
Okay, weird.
Joe Piscopo. The days of the
I
old
remember
SNL
that.
series,
I remember that skit too. I saw that.
I loved it. I loved that SNL back then. Now you couldn't pay me to watch it. Although they did have a funny skit on just recently that I watched where two dudes were dressed up like Beavis and Butthead in real life. It was actually kind of comical, but I generally don't watch it anymore. It's too political.
I think the last time I actually watched Saturday Night Live, what's his name was part of it. Wayne.
Oh, Mike Myers.
Yeah, Mike Myers and Dana
Back
Carvey. Dana
back in the
Carvey
days of
was so part of Saturday Night Live then. That was actually the last time I watched him on TV, when it was on TV on a Saturday night.
I think
Nothing,
Chris Farley was on there the last time I actually sat and watched.
but nothing beats the original not ready for primetime TV players.
Yep.
And it was Garrett Morris, Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, Gilda Radner,
Bill Murray. Lorraine
Newman, Jane Curtin.
Yep.
John
Jane, you're a slut.
Belushi and John Belushi.
Yep.
Yeah. Dan Aykroyd. Jane, you ignorant slut.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, but back then Saturday Night Live, those guys really pushed, the barriers.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'll never forget the one where, and I hope I don't offend anybody because I don't remember it, but I'm just going to kind of describe it. It was like you had Richard Pryor and Chevy Chase in like an office scene, like, and we're going to play the word association game, and Chevy Chase says something like, watermelon, and he goes back and forth and then starts getting, more and more heated as it goes on.
Chevy said the N word.
Right. One saying relate racial slurs to the other one. And it's like
Richard came back with honky.
Honky. Yeah, he said it twice in a row too, because he couldn't come up with anything.
That almost reminded me of almost like Monty Python-ish.
But that moment, I was watching that for real. I mean, I remember when I was a kid. I was a young kid when that happened, I really thought Richard Pryor was going to kick his ass. By the look on his face, he looked like he was ready to kick Chevy Chase's ass. And I'm like, oh, fuck, there's going to be a fight.
You turn to your parents with that look Eddie Murphy had with Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Who could that be? I hope I get to move in your neighborhood someday. Problem is, when I move in, y'all move away.
Yeah, that's a big conspiracy theory. I think we covered something on that.
Yeah, and then the whole thing with he was backwards on the album, and now it's a different Paul McCartney now, and it's not. That's really him.
All right. What do you want? You want guess the 80s cartoon in 1 second, or ultimate 80s music quiz.
I want to grab a beer first.
All right,
I ran out.
And I want to go pee quick.
Oh, sure. Leave me here all along.
Yeah, will do.
Well, that's too bad about your cousin, Janet. Mark can't go either, so I'm still going though. Mark's being a pain in the ass. We even said, okay, you could drive. Oh, I've been driving too much, but I can't be a passenger either, or sit in the front seat. And yes, we still plan on coming to Michigan towards the end of July or first part of August. I can't remember what date I told you. I can't remember the date I told you because we're gonna be stopping in Illinois first on our way through, like the Chicago area. Then we're gonna go over to Indiana, and I'm gonna meet Jeremy, and then we'll be coming up to Michigan from there. But I kind of planned out the date. I can't remember the date I told you. I got it written down somewhere.
We came back at the same time.
But as far as I know, that's still good. We're still good for that too, Janet.
What's your
Janet,
problem?
Janet.
Oh,
What's
she
your
was
problem?
telling. I'm trying. I didn't tell Mark this. Where was it? I gotta find the message now. She at first she thought that her one of her cousins was going to be working the Chicago Paracon this weekend, but he's not. He's going to be somewhere else.
I see. Let's see here.
Your
But
bird.
she asked me if we were still coming, and I can't remember.
I hear birds.
I can't find that message.
That's at Joe's house.
Oh,
He has birds nesting up under. Up under his window.
Ah, fuck. I can't find that message. I'm looking in the wrong place for it.
Gen X knows.
Okay, that's weird.
Guess the 80s cartoon in 1 second. I could probably do that.
In 1 second?
I could
Oh,
probably.
man.
I may not get every one of them, but I think.
All right. Let's see. Ready?
Yeah.
80s cartoons in 1 second.
In 1 second.
In
What?
1 second.
That's it?
I think I'll do good.
Your first clue is going to be a clip of audio.
Gee, Swifty.
Gee, Swifty.
Jeez.
Is it a
Swifty.
Taylor Swift
No, Rubik's Cube? No.
cartoon, maybe?
It might be Rubik's
The
Cube.
Smurfs.
It's
Or
not
Rubik.
the Smurfs.
The cube.
Swifty. Can you use that in a sentence?
Okay, it's giving we are teenage.
Getting swifty.
No,
Strawberry Shortcake.
it's not Strawberry.
No.
Okay.
Rainbow Bright.
No. Great guess. Swifty is a character in the show.
Right. Got
Yeah.
that. I'm totally
It's
at a
not-
loss.
This
Well,
is
that sounds like
the name of
Smurfs.
The poster.
She-Ra?
Shit, that looks like the sword from She-Ra.
Yeah.
This is the same show?
Same show.
Yes. Swifty
what are
was
the
like the Orko
It's
character.
not Thundercats.
Thundercats.
Oh, She-Ra, Princess of Power.
Yes.
Woo!
Oh my
Swifty was
God.
like the little Orko character.
She-Ra.
Wow.
Yes.
I think this is like a female-based cartoon.
It is a female-based cartoon.
I like how she does this.
Helmet.
Jamie.
Kind of like a.
Are you sure?
king
That's-
armor type thing.
That's for
Right,
This
it's
is a
She-Ra.
spin-off of
I didn't really
another
like
show
She-Ra.
That was primarily focused on a male audience.
What is She-Ra?
It is She-Ra.
I like He-Man
Who's
better.
that?
And
Was it
they
supposed to be a
did-
contest or what? I thought we were supposed
I
to.
don't know. I found it on YouTube.
Well, this isn't very much of a quiz. They're answering all the questions
Fine.
for us.
Yeah.
Here,
There,
see that
I'll
part?
tell it. I'll
this
tell
is
it.
what's in store when we go to Michigan.
We have an Octagon house right there in the town you live in.
Town I live in.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, I knew it. I
Oh,
haven't
you
been
did,
there.
huh?
Yes,
That's why you're like, don't I live
I'm just fuck you.
in?"
Fucking twat waffle.
I don't think
Huh.
so. You're not my type, and I don't swing that way.
Yeah, twat waffle.
All right, ready?
No.
Yeah, I know you're not ready. You're never ready.
To the quiz channel.
You're
I'm
opposite
Forrest,
of
your
that,
host,
Bunny.
and this is the ultimate 80s music quiz. There are 60 great 80s songs in the quiz. Your challenge is to guess the song title and the performing artist.
Oh,
Quiz is
And
yes,
when
that's
the
right.
conversion
Oh,
comes
channel.
on.
Share your score in the comments and enjoy the quiz.
Maniac.
Yeah.
It's a plain name. It's a plain name. It's like the dude's first and last name. It's like it's not like a band name or something. They're like one name. Edward something. No.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yes.
No,
Edward
I-
Penis Hands.
Pants.
I had a feeling you were going there, Tom.
Anywhere I can stick it in.
All right. Let's see.
Michael. Michael Cimbello.
Michael Cimbolo.
Oh, we're gonna get these one-hit wonders. That would be a bitch if they're all that way.
Queen and David Bowie.
Queen,
Under Pressure.
Under
Queen and
Pressure,
David
yeah,
Bowie.
Queen and David Bowie. Yeah, it's from the 80s. So, yeah, this would be before Vanilla Ice.
Well,
was
Vanilla
set,
Ice
and then
was that
Ice-
might have been
Ice
in the late
Baby.
that might have been in the late 80s, but this is definitely Under Pressure.
Under Pressure with Queen and David.
My first instinct was to say Ice Ice Baby, which is
Ice
weird.
That was mine.
I miss Freddie.
Devise a plan to find better homes.
All right.
He was a fucking musical genius.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, there's no Queen without him.
Did you watch the Queen movie?
Yeah. At first I didn't like dude as Freddie, but like within like the first 10 minutes, I started being accepting of it. By a half hour, I was like, I love this guy. He's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
Rami's awesome.
I mean,
Rami Malek is awesome as Freddie Mercury.
yeah, but my favorite movie was when he was in Need for Speed.
There is a guy out there that
Starts
sings.
stripping down the office so that he gets fired and he'll never be going back.
There is a guy out there, Mark Martell, who sings on point Freddie Mercury. Like,
Wow.
it's haunting. Oh,
Thank you, love.
Tainted
Yeah.
Love.
Tainted Love.
God damn it. I know this.
Sometimes I feel I've got
Got
to
to
get
get
away.
away.
I
I
can't
got
think of
to
the artist. Damn it.
get away. You know, this song was actually on
Stop
Coneheads.
Tainted Love.
Yeah, I can't remember who that was.
Yeah, we got the first part.
Stephanie. If Stephanie was here, she'd know. Soft
Soft
Cell.
Cell.
This is fucking funny.
Let's Dance, David Bowie. Under the moonlight.
Yep, that is David Bowie.
Put on your red shoes and dance. Something.
Dance the Blues.
Guns N' Roses, Paradise City.
Take me down
Come
to the
on.
Paradise City. The grass is green and the girls are pretty.
And the girls got titties. Look how big his nostrils are.
It's for sucking up all the cocaine.
Yeah. We built this city.
What this
Starship.
city- is it Starship?
It's just
That's
Starship.
Starship. It's just Starship.
They didn't have the
Jefferson?
Jefferson in there anymore.
Not when they did We Built This City.
No.
It was just Starship.
What movie was it featured in?
Oh, a couple. Really, yeah. I can't think of any right now.
Starship.
Don't You Want Me? Is that what it's called? Don't You Want Me?
Don't you want me?
Don't you want me?
Baby?
Um,
Don't You Want Me, baby?
Can't remember the name of the.
Probably one of those one-hit wonders.
I think it is.
Oh, well, maybe not. I think they had a couple songs. I got scared. Oh, I got the nobody gonna break in my stride. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. Oh, no.
no,
I
that
don't
wasn't
remember
John
the
Stamos.
Break My Stride, Matthew Wilder.
No, that wasn't John Stamos. But he is touring with the Beatles or the Beach Boys. He's going to be touring with the Beach Boys. I just read that. He's a big news break.
Get your back up off the wall. Is that Cool in the Gang? Yeah.
Go on the game. Get down on it.
Down on it. With your bad self. Sledgehammer. Peter Gabriel. I remember the video.
Yep. All the crazy shit. Train going around his head.
See you, Janet. Tracy Chapman, Fast Car.
That's good, yeah.
The only version there should be. I'm sorry, I know the new version is good. But no.
I have to agree with you on that, Tom. That's the only version there should be.
Yeah.
I want to get to anywhere.
Prince, Purple Rain.
Prince, Purple Rain, yeah.
That was obvious.
Yeah.
That was too easy. That one was definitely too easy.
That was
His name is-
obvious.
was the name of the damn movie.
Oh, yeah.
So, we got a question.
Who doesn't know Purple Rain? I wanted the fucking bike from that movie.
No.
There's another song called
I got a
Chocolate
question.
Rain.
I got a
You got
question.
a question?
So, if Prince came back as a zombie, what would he crave?
What would he what?
Crave.
Crave?
Brains.
Purple Brain.
Purple Brains. Purple Brains. That song's never going to be the same again.
So, question here. There's another question for you.
radio, you know, and it's like all of a sudden I'm singing along and I'm going, Purple Brains. I'm just going to look at me like I'm fucking nuts.
That's two songs that are ruined now. That one and Come On Eileen. Thanks to Psychic Cindy, who put a pause between Come and on Eileen. And I will never look at the song. That will
You
never
gotta
be the
spell,
same.
you gotta spell it C-U-M.
That's right. But if you think of that and you listen to the rest of the lyrics, it makes sense now.
Yeah. So here's another question though. In all this that's going on here that we're going to be doing, you think we're going to get Rick rolled?
We might, yeah. Walk in Life. Dire Straits.
Dire Straits.
I knew that one.
He wore that headband to keep that little piece of hair down. You know? Oh, Paul Simon.
Chevy Chase and Paul Simon. You can call me Al.
Call Me Al. Is that what it's called?
You can call me Al.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the video, it's got Chevy Chase in there.
Man walks down the street. He says, "Why am I round in the middle now?
Pet parenting is
Why are there
the best.
commercials in my videos?"
Sometimes they get
The Breakfast Club
Don't
song.
forget about me. Simple Minds.
Simple Minds.
Yeah.
The Breakfast Club song.
Yep. Don't you forget
Yeah.
about me.
Don't forget about me.
That's all I know. I keep forgetting the title.
Don't you?
Don't you?
Simple Minds.
Hey, I had the group. Damn it.
Don't.
No stopping us. No, ain't no stopping. Ain't no stopping us. Ain't nobody.
Nobody got it wrong.
Oh, I remember her. She had some good music out back
It's
then.
the Rhythmics, Sweet Dreams.
Big
Yep.
dreams are made of.
Now, Marilyn Manson's wasn't there.
Sweet dreams are made of this.
I don't know which one was worse. Remember Boy George?
That's Annie Lennox.
Marilyn Manson. Boy George.
True. Tears for Fears. Right? This much is true. True. Oh no.
Spendu Ballet.
Spendu Ballet or ballet.
Ballet. We are Record.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I.
Yeah. Rick Astley. Literally the only song he had out there, I think. I don't remember him having anything else.
He made
He looked
millions.
like a little kid.
Yeah, he looked like a little kid, but
Seth Green.
Can't be more than 15.
but he did the typical white man dance in that
Yeah.
video.
Did you do the underbite too?
Oh, Our House.
At our house, Sister Sledge.
Really?
Oh, Madness.
In the middle of our street.
I could have sworn Sister Sledge did one.
What a Feeling. I don't know who sings it. It's What a Feeling.
Irene. No,
What?
I forget. Yeah,
Yeah.
I should have kept
Flashdance.
going with that.
It's
Should
from
have said Irene.
Flashdance.
It's just that name is just got a that last name's got a bad accent on it.
Elton John, I'm Still Standing.
I'm still standing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was on the right track with Irene.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Feeling
Glasses,
like-
man.
Start Me Up.
Rolling Stone.
Yep.
Oh, that was a good tune. Too bad you can't play longer.
Now that's a young looking Stones.
Gee. Everybody except Keith.
Yeah, yeah.
That he still looks pretty old back there.
Walk Like an Egyptian.
That's like an Egyptian.
That was the Bengals. All the kids in the
Walk
marketplace.
with an erection. Walk with an erection.
Boing.
Swing.
Find Young Cannibals. She drives me crazy. Wow, man. I can't lose.
You can get it this time.
crazy. Me crazy. Dolly.
What?
9 to 5.
9 to 5. Which, that was a funny ass movie, too.
Yeah, it was. I love the part where they got stoned and how they killed the plot.
Well, Dabney Coleman was in it, so of course it
I know.
was. Michael.
Michael Jackson.
Jackson.
Billie Jean. Wait.
Yeah, it's Billie Jean. He's gonna do the moonwalk. Oh my God! Look at that. Oh, he ain't got the one on. He ain't got it on there.
No, that jacket was from Beat It.
Yeah,
With the zipper.
I had one of those. With a very
Madonna.
good chance to match.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's Madonna, but I can't remember the name of the song.
yeah, it's another language.
La Isla Bonita. La Isla Bonita. The island of Bonita. That's what that is.
Oh, shit. I know that one, but I don't know it.
I know that one, but I don't know it. I like that.
I know the song, but an obscure Depeche Mode song.
Can you hear me calling?
Oh, Fleetwood Mac. I want to be with you everywhere.
I wanna be with you everywhere.
I'm
Don't
so
Stop Believing.
I'm so excited.
So excited, yeah. That's it.
I just can't. That was on Saved by the Bell. The chick was on speed and shit singing that.
Pointer Sisters.
And I know. That sounds like ABBA or something. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I'm not sure on that one either.
Too high pitched for ABBA, but
Yeah, it was. Wuthering Heights. Katie Bush.
Kate Bush.
Bush.
Bush. He said Bush.
Land Down Under, Man at Work. I got that album too.
Down under.
The album cover looks like a
And Down
radio.
Under.
You come from a land down under. Friday night and everyone
In Your Room.
feel the heat, but it's soothing.
Who the hell sang that? It's In Your Room. Was it the Go-Go's?
Kids in America.
Never mind. All right, so I got one.
Wow.
I got
Kim
one.
Wilde.
Steps on the dance floor.
Mm.
I had no idea on that one.
Teardrops
Ah,
night.
Womack and Womack.
I had never heard him.
Neither I.
Isn't that Come On Eileen?
It sure is.
So who's saying that?
Oh God, I always
Oh,
get
God.
that wrong. I always get it wrong. Weird name.
Weird name?
Yeah, it's a weird name. You mean
They look like a
everything?
bunch of misfits.
Footloose.
The original Footloose.
Yep.
Not some. I can't even think who did the remake.
Now I gotta cut loose,
I think he
It's so
looks really
easy
weird
to get
without
your
his
windshield
beard.
replaced using SafeLight. Tell the people why you haven't done it already, my man. Let's start it off as a
Van Halen jump.
Jump! Van Halen!
That's Jump.
Ready Player One!
That's not the Hagar Van Halen, no.
No, that's not Van Halen with Hagar. That's Van Hagar.
No, that's Van Roth.
Love Van Halen.
There is freedom within. There is freedom within.
Don't think it's over. Hey now, hey now. Don't dream it.
Don't dream it's over.
Crowded
Good looking guys. Yeah, the one guy on the right looked like Colin. What's his name?
This sounds like ABBA.
Yeah, no. I'm blanking.
Level 42.
A one-hit wonder.
That's gotta be.
It's mostly
I don't
the
even
80s. Cindy Lauper.
Yeah.
She did that weird thing in the video where she kept going like this at the end.
She went like this. It's like sign language. Like you point to a wrist for a watch and then back.
Every breath you take.
The police! Sting!
Yep. Sure was.
The police!
Every breath you take.
Okay, here's one for you. What movie was Sting in? It's kind of a popular movie. They just did a remake of it, a 2-part remake of it.
You play a cop or something like that?
Nope. He played a bad guy.
A what? A bad guy.
A bad
Oh.
guy.
I thought you said a baguette. I'm like, well,
He was a
I
baguette.
definitely don't know that one.
There's a baguette.
You're a baguette, Harry.
The original Dune.
Oh, he was in the. Yeah, I guess
He was Fate.
Yeah.
His
It's been a
character was
long
Fate.
time.
The prince of Harkonnen.
Been a long time since that movie. Forever Young. I don't know who sang it, but it's Forever Young. Not to be confused with Rod Stewart's Forever Young.
Alphaville.
Hey, little girl, is your
Bruce.
daddy home? Did he go and leave you
That's the
home?
boss.
Yeah, it's Bruce. Something on fire. World
Yeah.
on fire, streets on fire. I'm on
I'm on
fire.
fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on fire.
You know, I saw a picture of him, a recent picture, and he looks like Woody Allen now. Culture Club. Karma Chameleon. Oh, no, wait. That's not Karma Chameleon.
That is not music. It shouldn't be in here.
Boy George.
Oh, it's Karma.
Mike loved them.
In Excess. In Excess.
I couldn't believe that he listened to.
Yeah,
two of their albums.
I miss In Excess, too. They were good. Blondie. Can also be found on Chipmunk Punk.
Oh, fuck, though. What was that song?
Blondie, Call Me.
Call me.
Debbie Harry. Debbie Harry.
Yep.
Blondie.
I can't fool myself. I don't want nobody else to ever love me.
That one I'm not sure of.
I don't know. It's
Yo,
catchy
mama.
though. Get you moving.
Here's a Vandross.
Surprised I didn't pick up on the voice. I don't
I should know it.
know. Oh,
Anyway,
Duran Duran.
yeah, I knew I should have known it. I like Duran Duran.
they were good.
Hungry Like a Wolf.
Yep.
Strange World.
Foreigner. I want to know what love is.
Yeah, I was just.
I want to know what love is.
Wonderful. Off that album.
I can't answer the call. You're gonna have to wait till the show's done, Dom.
Uh-oh. You got people calling you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have got that.
I
just
had.
heard a
I used
ringing
to have
in my
that
ear.
40. I used to have a 45 of that song.
Feel the pressure, your back up against the wall. Love is getting on.
That's 80s.
That's what it says.
Motown.
Yeah, that's kind of like 60s. Fourth top.
Motown.
Didn't know they made music in the 80s.
Yeah, they made a lot. Michael Jackson was their headboard. You know, leading force in the 80s.
Phil Collins.
Easy Lover, Phil Collins.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the guy that sang with them. Philip Bailey, yeah.
I saw Genesis in concert with Phil Collins.
That would have been cool.
That was it was an outdoor concert.
This is
Africa.
Asia. Africa by
Africa.
Toto.
not Asia.
Toto.
Toto.
Yeah.
Yeah. Africa by Toto.
We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
I see what you did there.
Not in Kansas.
Aha!
Ah, take on me.
Aha!
Uh-huh.
I know that song.
Ah. Every time I hear that, I think of it. I think of that scene from the movie Dazed and Confused where they're going, aha! I don't even know what that one is.
Hey.
I have no clue.
Nope. Not certain on that one either.
Another one here.
Okay, brother.
I know Louie.
Sade.
Smooth Operator.
Yep.
The
She just
Smooth
disappeared.
Operator. And who is that?
Sade.
No need to
Sade.
he's a smooth operator.
I know that
She,
one
like,
too.
Up and disappeared. Ah, Joey.
Jovi.
You need love Joey. It's tough. So
How many
tough. We gotta hold on.
Here's one for you. Who is married to Bon Jovi?
I forget her name. I just saw her on the documentary thing. I don't. It didn't mean
She was
anything.
from
to me,
One
this
Day
one.
at a Time.
Oh,
Her last
Valerie
name used to be
Bertinelli.
Bertinelli.
No,
I just
no,
saw
that
that.
was
Valerie
Eddie Van
Bertinelli.
Halen.
Oh, that's Halen. That's right. I'm sorry.
That's-
my mistake.
That's Valerie Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie?
Have you guys heard how Wolfie plays?
Yeah.
He
Actually,
plays like his dad.
yeah.
He sounds a lot like his dad. When he
Not
plays.
exactly, but
You could tell the influence was there.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to talk it over.
I have no idea.
Nor do I. Fargo?
Okay, whoever the fuck they are.
Spargo.
Yeah. B-52 is Love Shack.
I got me a car, running big as a whale, and we're about to set sail. You're what?
They look like they're dressed for the 60s.
Tin roof.
Well, that was the thing about the B-52s. They actually did dress like that a lot.
Yeah.
Talk about going back in time. Holy shit. They went back to I Dream of Jeannie days.
Bling, 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 bling.
I suppose. This
Wow.
is something else. You got another one? A short one?
Not right away.
Oh,
Wow.
we give you a minute.
I'm gonna duck out to go clean up my dad's mess down there real quick, and then I gotta call Dom back before he has a coronary.
All right.
So,
Well,
but I'm definitely tooling around with the idea of doing a golf game tonight. So
Yeah.
Well,
Be on
that'll
the
be on
lookout.
you because it ain't gonna be on me.
it's
Oh,
fun.
I could do it too.
It's fun. Oh yeah.
I gotta be up and at
No,
work
I-
at 3
I'm
o'clock in the
saying-
morning.
I can stream directly to BB3 now.
You can. You absolutely can.
It's already set up that way in the StreamYard.
Yep.
So
Here,
actually,
let's see. Let's see this one.
Pickle. No, it's Pickle Green. Pickle
Oh,
Fingers. No, maybe it's the Riddler.
all right.
Can you guess
Can you
them?
guess them?
Yes.
My theme. See, it's right here. Guess the 80s cartoon theme.
Oh shit!
Here's how it works.
12 seconds to guess.
Guess the cartoon. Okay.
My hits theme.
Number one.
Fabulous secret powers were
He-Man.
revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said,
He-Man and the
Oh,
Master
Grayskull. He-Man
Now
and the
tell
Masters
me
of the
that
Universe.
you did not play He-Man by sitting in your bed and holding up your sword and saying,
Oh,
Maybe. Maybe.
Friends.
Garfield and Friends.
To help you get started, to give you a push on your way.
Friends are
there's my
To turn
sword.
you around,
Oops,
get your
I
feet
can't
on the
lift it up
ground
all
for
the
a
way.
brand new day.
Oh,
pick you up when you're down.
Jesus, Garfield and Friends.
I said that.
oh, oh, sorry for some of you.
Is that Remo Bright?
Oh,
My Little Pony.
Right.
that's why I was blanking. I'm like,
We need some. We need a female in here for that shit.
Yeah.
Yo!
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe! Hey, knowing is half
Kung
the
Fu
battle.
Grip. Don't forget with Kung Fu Grip.
That's right.
Fighting for freedom over land and air.
G.I.
G.I.
Joe.
Joke.
Chippendale's Rescue Rangers. But these gumshoes are picking up there's no case too big, no case too small. When you need help, just call Chip and Dale. Sorry, got into it.
I'd be like sunshine and make the sun shine.
Chili Willy.
Like what I loved. I'd be like Wish Bear and always be there. We'd be
No.
the luckiest bears in Caroline.
Care Bears.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I thought it was like the Chili Willy remake because it was that voice. Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget.
Don Adams. Would you believe?
That's smart.
Hello, Chief. You're where?
Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, but the guy that played the voice, he was from Get Smart.
Yeah, it's Don
When
Adams.
you rule what's kind here, they wish that
Love the
they
babies.
weren't here. I like
Love the babies.
I love great jokes and number of plans. Number 9. Mask.
Yes, that cartoon.
What?
I actually
No,
had
Mask.
the mountain playset that was like a mountain in a gas station. And Teenage Mutant Ninja
Oh,
Turtles.
yeah. Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, mess up my hair.
I didn't mess up your hair.
You messed up my hair.
No, I came in to get my sister.
Tally ho!
Oh,
Silverhawks.
I knew of it, but I didn't watch it.
Silverhawks.
Captain Planet? No. Oh,
Wow.
Jason the Wheel Warrior.
Okay.
Another
Yeah.
obscure one.
Oh, I didn't watch.
Brewster?
You
That
know what?
wasn't a cartoon.
Yeah, it was. She had this little pet named Glomer, and he talked like so. Talk about stuff. DuckTales.
Life is like a hurricane. Duck a bird. Race past lasers, airplanes. It's a duck a bird. Might solve a mystery.
Or rewrite history. DuckTales.
Woo! Gummy Bear.
Dashing and daring, courageous and caring.
Gummy Bear.
Faithful and friendly, with stories to share. All through the forest, they sing out in chorus, marching along as their song.
They had a Gummy Bears cartoon.
Yep. Disney.
The Smurfs. Bless you. Now, I didn't like this song. I like the other one better,
Simple as can
where
be.
where you would hear Gargamel saying, "Ravage the land as never before, total destruction from mountain to shore."
Sure.
Jim.
Jim and Holograms.
Yep. I'm ashamed that I know that. Truly outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. A cartoon that was thrown together just for the toy line. It was just thrown together for the toy line.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of them were. Thundercats.
Yeah, that's the Thundercats.
Feel magic. Lion-O.
All right. What happened to them talking about making a live action Thundercats movie?
Well, they were making a CGI generated.
I want to see it.
I saw the opening.
Oh, I have too. I have. I've seen the CGI.
It was
But
good.
I was saying, if they would, I mean, a live action, there was talks for many years of doing a live action. If they actually would do it and do it correctly, I think it would be very successful. Just like the Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, but they don't want to. They don't want to hear what we think. See, they want to do what they want to do that they think makes money, not what we want to see.
Look what Disney did with the Marvel Studios. They've made billions because they actually listened to the people and actually did it right.
Yeah, but
it was all started first. It was all started by Lee, by Marvel Studios before Disney acquired them. They started it all. They started making those movies.
Yeah. Number 20.
Darkwing Duck?
That's what I was thinking.
It doesn't sound like it though. I mean,
No,
cops.
Cops has been
I am the terror that flaps in the night.
Bad boys, bad boys.
That's another one, I believe, Tom, that was put together for the toy line.
Well, yeah, there was quite a few of them.
Yep. That was what the 80s were.
Wake up, Kitticus.
That's the Nintendo show. Captain N, yeah.
Captain N, the Game Master.
Another one to sell games and toys.
This is Spirit, my beloved Steve.
That's She-Ra.
Fabulous secrets were revealed to me the day I held aloft my sword and said, "For the honor of Grayskull."
Oh, for the honor of Grayskull. Ugh.
Yeah, I think she's Prince Adam's cousin or something like that.
It almost sounds like it wants to be X-Men, but it's not.
Spider-Man. The animated series.
Yep. Not the Amazing Spider-Man, or not the Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends. The real Ghostbusters.
The real Ghostbusters, yeah.
Good call.
Ghostbusters.
Ghosts walking down the street. Transformers?
Yeah, you're right, it is. I don't remember it starting like that.
The Decepticons?
Oh, this is another one. That's another one. Think about it. That they took and made a real life. They did the real life thing. And
But
how many
they never made a real life GoBots movie though. What the hell?
GoBots weren't as popular.
I like
how many movies now in the Transformers series are there?
I don't even know.
Quite a few.
GoBots
Bumblebee.
had Leader 1 and Scooter. It's Little Ryan, come quickly. Like the same voice for so many different cartoons. It's weird.
Yeah.
Howie Mandel.
Well done. Well, what if I wanted medium rare? I mean,
all right, that was it.
All right, now I can go clean up the mess.
Now go clean up your mess.
Yeah. Well, my dad's mess.
Yeah, and I'm saying, Thomas.
I know. I have to go clean up my dad's dinner, and then I will call you. Or just meet me in the damn StreamYard and meet me in the in that place, the See You Next Tuesday place. I almost actually said the word, and that's not a good thing to say online on a live. But anyway, so
you're both going into the See You Next Tuesday.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. So we'll see you next Tuesday.
C-U-N-T.
If you're going into the future.
Yeah, I am. That's where I live.
In the future?
Yeah. And the past. I'm everywhere. I'm omnipotent. There's a big word for you. All right, I'm gonna jet out, man. Thanks for having me on. I will let you know about coffee.
Yeah. I'll
See
be
you
around.
guys. See you guys later.
Later.
And I think we're going to end it here. We've only got 10 minutes to go.
That's fine.
Not much more to discuss. Tomorrow, we've got a guest.
I thought you said we didn't.
Well,
Did you
we
track
got a-
one down?
We got a last-minute guest. No, because we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I invited Dale to come on and talk. So Dale Kazmarik's going to join us tomorrow.
Okay.
You know, and he's got a table or a booth or something, and we'll talk about the Chicago Paracon. So, and then go from there. So that's tomorrow. Everybody have a nice weekend. Stay safe. And remember, anything's possible. And we'll be back next week, hopefully with some new ideas. And we are